The day before was nothing short of a disaster, a scam that duped hundreds of thousands of Steam users, and the game would vanish almost as quickly as it had appeared when Fntastic, the developers of the game, pulled it offline and disappeared from the public, but not before the game managed to earn a top spot amongst the most returned titles in Steam's history. It was hyped as an MMO zombie shooter, but upon release was revealed to be nothing more than an extraction shooter that pitted you against other players with hardly any zombies in sight, and in the months leading up to its release, it became the most wishlisted game on Steam and had amassed a community of players. But little did they know that Fntastic would completely mislead everyone with their false promises of the next big zombie shooter. Instead, it turned out to be one of 2023's biggest flops. Imagine downloading a zombies game with no zombies in it. I mean, who would have guessed that a game that didn't do what it advertised would fail? And boy, did it fail in a big blaze of glory with its server shutting down after only a month and a half. But to make matters worse, Fntastic, the studio behind the game, went ghost after launch. They shut down their doors, deleted their social media, and would go into hiding with one of their last statements released saying, "This was our first game, shit happens." I don't know who wrote that message. The sack on that man must be astronomical because the game was a complete scam and nothing at all like it was marketed. It was just a ploy to scam hundreds of thousands of gamers. And would you believe me if I told you that this studio has revived itself from the dead? Like a phoenix from the ashes, they're back, and they want more of your money. Fntastic is making the bold choice of coming back into our lives, and they want us to put our faith into them. They want a second chance. That's why they've returned with a new game and a Kickstarter to support. And they're not asking for some pennies. No, these goblins want some crazy donations for their new dumpster fire. Escape Factory is Fntastic's desperate, lazy attempt to get back into our good graces and pockets. It's a Fall Guy style game where you work in a team of 4 to 8 players to escape a trap-ridden factory. So you would team up with some friends for some cartoony style physics and co-op to escape from some serious OSHA violations. And Fntastic really needs our support in helping this game out. That's why they started the Kickstarter, and they even released a new list of promises in a PDF that I am not going to download because I am a sane human being. But as of this recording, the Kickstarter has about 31 backers, but the majority of clams is really only coming from one person who spent $2,000 to back the game. And you want to know what this guy got for handing over 2,000 big boys to these scammers? They got the Leave Your Mark tier supporter, and in this package it says, "Make your mark on Escape Factory." With this limited reward, your name will be featured on a prominent board within one of the in-game locations. You will also get a digital copy of the game for Steam, an exclusive Fntastic Back to Win t-shirt, hoodie, and hat, your name in the game credits, a special elite backer roll on the community Discord server, and a mention in the supporter wall of the website. This is your final chance to be part of the game in a truly unique way. I don't know why this plebeian would hand over $2,000 to these guys. I guess he must have really wanted his name etched in a piece of history, but this isn't the kind of history you want to be a part of. How can you seriously place your trust into a company that shifted its focus from a scam zombie game to a terrible ripoff of Fall Guys? Why would anyone want to buy a game from this developer? They've completely destroyed their reputation beyond repair. They're now like the boogeyman of the gaming industry. And there's also one other very strange detail about Escape Factory's release development timeline. On Steam, the game's release date is to be announced, but it looks like someone goofed up and put "coming this Halloween" in the promo video. So what do they actually need our money for? Why do they need us to help them raise over $15,000 to support the game? And if you read their FAQ, they even state that they're not paying their developers. So where is this money going? Fntastic is even working hard to delete every negative comment thread that pops up on the store page. I guess when you point out that the game is a complete asset flip, you might rile up some feathers here and there. And of course, why would scammers want negative reviews on their next product? I'm actually surprised these guys would return with the same name and company after disappearing. Usually these weirdos would change the company name and branding before coming back. They're definitely not the brightest bunch. And there's still so many questions left on the table, and I am in shock of the audacity of these guys to even dare to show face and ask for more money. The game is going to flop harder than Concord or any other game so far in 2024. Seriously, there's so many contenders for flop of the year that I might need to write a flop tier list soon. Escape Factory also has a demo out on Steam if you want to try out this flop before they start demanding you pay. If you want me to torture myself and play this game for you guys, please leave it in the comments down below. But overall, I think this desperate attempt to attract a new round of gamers is going to backfire horribly in Fntastic's face. After the scam that was the day before, I really advise against anyone purchasing this game or donating to these guys on Kickstarter. Who knows how long before they run off again saying, "Shit happens." Well, that's it for today's video. I appreciate you guys for making it to the end, and as always, have a good one.